Hello, Tashidelek. My name is Tenzin Celon, and I am a lecturer at the Dalailama Institute for Higher Education based in Bangalore. And I teach Buddhist philosophy, Buddhist psychology, and Buddhist epistemology. So in my previous video, I discussed about the sense consciousness versus mental consciousness. But today I'm going to talk about the conceptual versus non-conceptual consciousness, uh, which means Tokpa and Togme Geshepa in Tibetan language. So if you look at the Tibetan term Tokpa, the Tokpa has a two sense. It has a two meanings. The first one is inquiry. Then second one is conceptions. So according to the books, which is titled as a treasure of knowledge, Ngomba Zu in Tibetan language, authored by the Arya Vasubandhu, Lobu Ingi in Tibetan language. So he says, it means inquiry and analysis are coarse and subtle. So here the inquiry means, it is a mental factor that engages with its own object in a core way. And analysis is a mental factor that engages with its own object in a subtle way. So in this sense, like Tokpa means inquiry. Then another sense, Tokpa means conceptual cognitions. So what is the conceptual cognitions? If you understand the meaning of conceptual cognitions, then you would understand the meaning of non-conceptual cognitions. So what is the conceptual cognitions? So conceptual cognition is a consciousness that cannot perceive the object directly, but apprehend it by way of taking as their observed object something that partially reassembles the actual objects. So if I give you an example, let's say that you are staying in a city and you have parents who are living in the countrysides. If you miss your parent, if you remember your mother, when you think about your mother does not appear to your mind directly. Your mind has a mental appearance of your mother. So that mental appearance of your mother reassembles with your mother. So your mind does not, perceive your mother directly. It works with the mental appearance. It works with the mental image of your mother. So non-conceptual cognitions, let's say, my eye consciousness, I can see this bottle. When I see this bottle, my eye consciousness perceives this bottle directly. So there is no any mental image or mental appearance in between. So if you look at the conceptual cognitions, it has two types. The first one is the conceptual cognitions that concurs with its object. It means that, if I give you an example, the conceptual cognitions apprehending a mother. When the conceptual cognitions engages with its own object, that particular object does actually exist in reality, then the conceptual cognition, that one could say that cognition, that consciousness, that concur with its object. Here the object is your mother. In reality, your mother does exist. Then another conceptual cognition is a conceptual cognition that does not concur with its object. So if you look at the example, conceptual cognition apprehending a sky flower or rabbit horns. These examples are mentioned in the textbooks. So if you look at these particular objects, a sky flowers, a rabbit's horns, they do not exist in reality. So similarly, if you look at the non-conceptual cognitions, it also has two types. Non-conceptual cognition that occurs with its object. So if you look at the example, the eye consciousness apprehending a bottle, cell phone, etc. So the object, bottle, cell phones, they do exist in reality. Then another non-conceptual cognitions that does not concur with its object. The example is eye consciousness apprehending a snow mountain as a blue color or one moon as a two. So the object blue snow mountains or yellow snow mountains or one like a two moons. So these, these are like they do not exist in realities. Like some people, because of the illness, some people who have a jaundice disease, so they can appear the snow mountain as a yellow color. So these are the eye illusions. That's all. Thank you.